Welcome guys, so we are flying through the challenge, so let's get cracking, let's get straight into today's flow. Okay, so we're going to start today in a tabletop position, and we're going to move straight from this tabletop position with our backs of our feet flat to the ground, knees stacked directly beneath our hips, pressing through our hands so we have that nice flat tabletop position, and we're going to just start to move into some cats and cows. So tilting from the tailbone, vertebrae by vertebrae, curling that spine and allowing our head to lift lastly. And then on the inhale, we're going to start to tuck our spine under, initiating from the tailbone, beginning to arch our back, coming right into our upper back, getting that nice stretch sensation, maybe pausing for a moment if it feels extra yummy, allowing our chin to draw in. And on the exhale, we'll lift up and out as we move into our cow position, gaze up, nice stretch for all the front of our neck. And on the inhale, tilting from the tailbone, drawing up and stretching out the backs of our shoulders. On the exhale, we move into cow, and on the inhale, cat. And just taking a couple more rounds of that. And then back to a tabletop position. From here, we're going to step our right foot up to the outside of our right hand. We're going to allow our left knee to draw back slightly. Now this is a good moment to put a towel or blanket under your knee if you need that extra support. Right knee is above right ankle. Both hands are wrists directly beneath your shoulder on the inside of your right foot. And we're really pressing through our back shin, pressing through our right foot and our hands, getting that nice stretch, that nice opening for our hip flexors. Our gaze is down between your hands or straight ahead, whichever is most comfortable. So just ensuring here that you're starting nice and gentle. Also for your neck, you don't want to be lifting your head too high and just feeling your neck tighten up. So you want it nice and relaxed, so gaze down or straight ahead. Breathing into that sensation of the hip. Enjoying the stretch. And from here, we'll put a little bend in our left knee, draw our right foot back and draw our left forward. So now we have our left knee stacked above left ankle. Both hands on the inside, drawing our right foot back, untucking our toes, really grounding through our left foot, our hands and our right shin area, and noticing that lovely stretch in our right hip. So again, the hips can feel very tight from lots of similar activities, running, walking, sitting down for long periods of time. So I think lots of us are probably ticking the box for doing one or a number of these days. So it's really important to stretch out the hips for this reason. Okay, and from here put a slight bend and we'll come back. What we're going to do now is we're going to tuck our toes, walk our hands slightly forward, shoulder distance apart, and lift our hips into a down dog position. So we're going to walk the dog for a moment or two. Feet can be hip distance apart or a little closer, hands shoulder distance apart. Again, walking the dog, just encouraging you to loosen out those hamstrings. They might feel extra tight, and this is just encouraging them to open up and to stretch. Yeah. If you feel comfortable in doing so, maybe coming to a still down dog, allowing your head to drop, keeping those hips raised, keeping your alignment, and really grounding through all 10 knuckles in the feet, all 10 knuckles in the hand, to get that support back up from the earth. From here, we'll step our right foot forward between our hands. We'll bring our hand to either side of our foot, and our gaze is down at our toes, really pressing through our left heel, so we're in low lunge. So you can see I'm not resting my tummy on my thigh, so you want to use your core in this exercise. If this feels quite challenging, you can always come to your knee And if you want more of a challenge, just staying in this position. Breathing in and out, in and out. From here, we'll put a slight bend in our back leg, walk it in, maybe a foot or two. Now both feet are facing forward, front foot parallel, back foot at a slight angle out, hips forward, coming into a nice flat back pyramid position. So here our hands are on either side of our feet. As you can see, my back is nice and flat, nice and supported. I'm really pressing through my feet, getting that grounding back from the earth and feeling a nice stretch all up the back of my leg here. Keeping the gaze down at the front toes. Drawing that air in through our nostrils and deeply exhaling. From here we'll put a bend again in our front knee. We'll draw our left foot up. Bring a bend into our knees as we begin to lean back as if we're sitting in a chair, drawing our hands forward. So chair pose, we can pause here, pinning our navel in, building heat in our core area. Nice way to warm us up even if there is sunshine outside. And if you feel comfortable in doing so, finally raising your hands either side of your head, keeping your gaze down or straight ahead to keep that balance. And then we'll gently release. Bring our hand opposite arm to opposite elbow, swaying gently from side to side. From here we'll place our hands, both hands on either side of our feet. This time we'll step our right foot back, so we have our left foot between our hands. So we're going to move into our low lunge on the left hand side. If you need to, again, you can lower your back foot. If you want more of a challenge, keep it raised. From here, fingers up on our fingertips, pressing through the ball of our back foot, pressing through the 3 points in our front foot, so the knuckle of our big toe or little toe and the centre of our heel, and keeping that front knee stacked above our front ankle. And from here, slight bend in our back knee, draw our foot in about a foot or so, coming into our flat back pyramid position. So we might need to walk our fingertips in slightly. Then really grounding through those 3 points in our feet, knuckle of big toe, little toe and heel. And as we do that, we'll notice our quads lifting. Yeah, our legs are engaging. They're not just hanging out in the pose. Nice flat back. Nice stretch all along the back of our leg. From here, put a bend in our front knee and step up into a forward fold. Allow our head to drop. You can bring your hands to the back of your calves. Head below heart. So again, just a nice way to reverse blood flow. And from here, we're going to step back momentarily into a tabletop, draw our feet to one side and come down onto our back. So from our back, we're going to draw our feet in towards our bum and we're going to bring our hands to our side, palms facing up. Again, so we're engaging our glutes as we lift up into a bridge position, again stretching open the hip flexors. When we get to the top of our bridge, holding here, if we want to go a little deeper, interlacing our fingers, coming up onto the tops of our shoulders, really grounding through our feet. And now we're enjoying that stretch for our hips, along with that extra opening for our chest and shoulder region. So again, these are both areas that can hold a lot of tension and tightness. So a nice way of getting a stretch in both at the same time. If you're in the upper position, then lowering back down. And if you're in either position now, just gradually, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing the spine to lower back to the ground. From here, we're going to move into happy baby. Bring your feet up, catching the outside of our feet, or bring your peace fingers around your big toes and just gently rocking our spine from side to side. From here, we'll allow our feet to come back down to the mat, tilt our hip to the right, bring our left hand into cactus position, press through our right hand as we lift back up into a cross-legged position. Well done, guys, great job. Another day, another flow. As I said in yesterday's practice, you can always start to combine a couple of flows together if you notice that there's one that you particularly like. Also, it would be great if you left any comments about any particular stretches that you're enjoying or that you'd like to see more of. And if you have Instagram, then I would love if you could share some photos of your practice too. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. As you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, in your heart, in your body and soul. Namaste.